If you are a Christian, you should not listen to Florence and the Machine's new album or attend the concert, and I'll explain why. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Shayla, and I am a Christian as well as a member of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, and I share my thoughts and opinions on current events happening in the world. So where do I begin? First of all, I want to say that I have been a longtime fan of Florence and the Machine. In fact, such a fan that my husband actually bought us some tickets to attend her concert in Nashville. So this is one of the album cover photos, and I will let you make of that what you will, but I can tell you that when I looked this up, first impressions, not very good so far. Trust me, there's more. This is also one of the first images that I saw as one of her album cover photos. I'm going to have to mark out one of the words up there that's inappropriate, and as you can see, this photo is a bit suggestive, and her face looks dark, a little demonic, dare I say. And let's look at those hands. That was one of the first things that got my attention because it appears that there may be blood on her hands. This is another photo that I had to search pretty hard to find, but I believe it comes in the physical vinyl version that you order. This is also giving Exorcist. So let's look at the lyrics of the song, shall we? So this is Everybody Scream, the title of the album. I get on stage and I call her by her first name, tried to stay away, but I always meet her back at this place. She gives me everything, I feel no pain, I break down, get up, and do it all again. And you might be wondering, okay, Shayla, that's not very weird, but who is her? Who is it that she's seeing on stage? Because it's never enough and she makes me feel loved, I can come here and scream as loud as I want. Everybody dance, everybody sing, everybody move. She also says, I'll make you sing for me, I'll make you scream. And of course she says the chorus again. And here she is blatantly mentioning what we're all feeling, the witchcraft, the medicine, the spells and the injections, the harvest, the needle, protect me from evil, which I believe those are all related to witchcraft. The magic and the misery, madness and the mystery, oh, what has it done to me? Everybody scream. So that was my very first impression of the album. That's the first song that I heard. And immediately that stood out to me as a witchcraft ritual. Like she said, she wants you to scream and dance with her. And what that is about is all of the energy. Who she said she was meeting on stage is very suspicious to me. Personally, I believe she's referring to some kind of entity. I know that Beyonce talks about this, how I think it's Sasha Fierce is who she said takes over her when she performs. So immediately that comes to mind, and that's pretty concerning to me. This is her other song on the album called Sympathy Magic. I do not find worthiness a virtue. I no longer try to be good. It didn't keep me safe like you told me that it would. So come on, tear me, blah, blah, blah. A terrible gift, let the chorus console me, sympathy, magic, and a light coming in the window, just so, and the wind through my fingers, the only God that I know, and it does not want me on my knees to believe. So obviously as a Christian, I also have many problems with this. I think that what she's sharing here is just not true. And as Christians, of course, we know that just because you do good does not mean you'll have an easy life. And part of life is learning to go to Gethsemane with the Savior and to suffer, but also to become closer to God and become more like God because of that. So I think this is a very bad and also personally evil message that I do not appreciate. I guess I can appreciate that she's being raw and real with us and kind of letting us in to see what she believes, but I am not on board. And this song right here is called Witch Dance. So again, just very blatantly telling us exactly what she's talking about. A stranger came to my door and I welcomed him in. My feet are bleeding and I cannot stop. I have many, many miles yet to cross, and I came to a clearing full of wailing and keening, a well of tears that never runs dry. The women said, we have been waiting, waiting to meet you. It's only a matter of time. Thrust my fist in the ground, and the earth made a moaning sound. I could feel something shudder deeper, deeper down, and I met every monster from the bar to Broadway. and all their violent offers. I just turn them away. So, side note, I guess that's a good thing. She says she's turning something away. And your threats and your promises, they don't scare me. After all, there's nobody more monstrous than me. So maybe she's saying here that she's not afraid of the risk that she's taking because, and this kind of confused me a bit, but according to some of the other songs that we just read through, it is very obvious to me that she practices witchcraft, and that this concert that I just about attended in March is going to be somewhat of a witchcraft ritual that I am not going to be a part of. So, if you are a Christian, this is music that you should not be listening to. That definitely does not invite the Spirit of God. In fact, when I listen to the songs, when I read through the lyrics, when I see the images like this one, it's very blatantly not good. And in fact, it's giving evil, it's giving demonic, it's very blatant, it's very in your face. And as they say, when people show you who they are, believe them. I do not make this video to condemn her as a person or to damn her to hell. This is only to expose some of the darkness that we're seeing in this world and to help my audience to recognize it and to be aware of it and to know what to do about it. What I don't think you should do is support this. Go to the concerts. Definitely, if you're a Christian, I would not listen to the music. And yeah, so just tell your friends, tell your kids, and I would not support this. And stay vigilant, my friends. Follow me for more.